Hi, everybody. I apologize for the poor connection, and I wanted to redo this so that everybody can hear and critique what I've got to read here. It's from my new novel called You Will Forever Be My Always, and it's about a guy named Charlie Wise who treats his wife horribly by cheating around her at every chance he gets, and until he finds out that he has Parkinson's disease, and all of a sudden he thinks he's dying. So he tries to make amends so that to save his mortal soul, so to speak. And he ends up going to first Thailand, then he goes to Morocco, and he's on the hillside of this woman's funeral that he inadvertently was invited to. And he's talking to this old Jewish guy who lives there in this part of Morocco. "Come," said the old Jew to Charlie, "walk with me." The waning moon cast a hazy glow as they strolled away from the light of the funeral feast. "My name is Isaac. You two are Jewish, if I'm not mistaken." Charlie Wise, yes, I am. "What's troubling you, Charlie?" "What do you mean?" "You seem very nervous, restless, and your hand trembles with a life of its own." "That's Parkinson's." "Ah, but there's more." "I'm looking for, I don't know." "Absolution," Isaac offered. "Forgiveness? That's part of it. I want to make amends. And as a good Jew, how do I do that? Mitzvah? Or is my fate sealed?" Isaac shrugged. "You would have to ask the younger ones from Israel. They have all the answers. Me, our people have been shoulder to shoulder with the Muslims for so many generations. I don't know the difference between halal and kosher." He registered the look on Charlie's face. "Have I offended you?" "No, but it doesn't give me hope. I'll tell you a secret, Charles. The secret is," he leaned forward conspiratorially, "don't be a schmuck, especially at first when you're trying to make a good impression." "That's how I always start out. I show them my true self so they're not surprised later." "Do you think people are inherently good or evil?" "Do you mean, are they born that way?" "I think we lean one way or the other. From then on, it's a toss-up based on environment and happenstance." "Did you know Adele, the shepherd's wife?" "No." "She was the most devout woman I ever met. A beautiful woman in her youth. She left the journey from Marrakesh to Chefchaouen a long time ago to live with her sister here. She hated the time apart from Omar, but she couldn't handle the hardscrabble existence that women have on the trail. The women climb the hillsides to round up the sheep who have strayed. In the distance they saw the Casbah lit up for the tourists and heard a donkey's bray on the wind. I too will die here someday among these gentle people, but no one must ever know that she was my friend." "Is that some sort of euphemism, Isaac?" "Don't you dare sully her reputation. Would you deny her paradise?" "Calm down. It was just the way you were carrying on. You don't understand the culture, Charles. Just spending time with me one-on-one." Interesting choice of words. "Adele was a good Muslim. She could never give Omar children, and it made her sad and lonely. She went to school when she was young, and her thirst for knowledge never left her." "We could never have kids," he thought. "I don't think it ever bothered Margot." Isaac dug into the pockets of his overcoat, pulling out a sheaf of papers. "She was a gifted poet. Here." He shoved a page at Charlie. "It's in French. I can't read it." "Ah, yes, you Americans cling to one language, the one true God, English." Isaac looked down at the page in the faint light, tears gathering in the corners of his eyes. "It's titled One Woman." "I can't read French, so I'm not going to read. It's written in French that he reads to Charlie. Charlie says, "It sounds pretty. listen to what it's saying. It speaks to what Ideal felt was the true purpose of women. One woman alone, her womb a barren desert, her family gone, undone, lost sheep in the desert. Wow, kind of bleak. She felt she had been denied her purpose for living. Not Margot, he thought. One miscarriage, the bad news, and she carried on as though nothing had happened. And suddenly the floodgates opened. Charlie leaned against Isaac, and the tears surprised him with their volume and ferocity. He could not cry. He felt Ideal's overwhelming sadness as if it was his own. It was his own. He cried for the lost opportunity to create a family, the miracle of birth, holding a giggling toddler in his arms, wiping away preschool tears, awkward father-daughter dances, sending her off to college, a bittersweet wedding, the birth of his first grandchild, the whole circle of life as he and Margot forged an unbreakable bond that would carry them through the years. That was what they had lost. He suddenly realized what had drawn them apart. We stopped feeling because it hurt too damn much. Thank you.